Aloha friends, welcome back. Last time we talked about setting goals and creating a strong foundation for achieving them. So today we're diving into the obstacle, those triggers that can get in your way. So whether it's food, stress, bad news, or convenience, or emotions, these triggers can derail even the best laid plans. But it's not just about achieving goals. Triggers also affect how we show up in life, in our relationships, and in our everyday actions. So recently, I've been part of a few conversations where friends who are feeling just overwhelmed, drowning in worry, stress, anger, and anxiety from rumors or the terrible things that are happening in the world. So, bad news is a huge trigger. It stirs up emotions like anger, fear, frustration, or helplessness, and it can impact how we think, feel, and respond to the world around us. So, the good news, triggers don't have to control us. Today, we'll explore how to recognize your triggers, understand their roots, and navigate them with confidence. So, stay tuned to get some powerful tools you can use every day to keep triggers from holding you back. Aloha! Welcome to the Radiate Health and Wellness podcast, where we explore the vibrant world of health and well-being. I'm your host, Christine D. Ross, a board-certified health and wellness coach specializing in behavior change and nutrition, and author of Discover the Adventure of You and Health Beings. Join me as we uncover inspiring stories, practical tips, and transformative insights to assist you on your journey to radiate health and wellness. Let's be honest, no matter how great your goals or intentions are, there's always something that can pop up and throw you off track. Triggers are those pesky things that seem to pop out of just nowhere and disrupt your progress. So maybe it's a craving for unhealthy food when you're stressed, skipping a workout because you're too tired, or losing motivation after hearing bad news, or also stewing in anger because of a rumor you heard on the internet. If we don't address these triggers, they can become just huge roadblocks that keep us from achieving what we really want and living a peaceful life. So let's start with a big question. What's been getting in your way? Think about it. What's the one thing that keeps you from staying on track with your goals? Is it food cravings, emotional stress, lack of time, or even a sense of just overwhelm? Now let's get deeper. What's beneath that? Because more often than not, the root of many triggers is tied to our emotions. Emotions are just so powerful. They can motivate us to achieve great things, but they can also lead us to do just horrible things out of anger and frustration. Emotions hold us back when we don't know how to manage them. So, some common emotional triggers that might sound familiar are, to start with, emotional eating. Reaching for that comfort food when you're sad, lonely, or stressed. Then there's acting out of anger, saying or doing things you regret later, just sabotaging relationships or your progress. Also, emotions like sadness or depression, feeling like it's just too hard to keep going, leading to just procrastination or just plain giving up. And let's not forget about anxiety and overwhelm, worrying about things you can't control, just constantly draining your energy and focus. All of these emotions can sneak in and derail even the best laid plans and intentions. But here's the good news, you can take control. It's not about ignoring your emotions or pretending they don't exist. It's about learning how to observe them, understand them, learn from them, choose how to respond. So, how do we do that? Let's explore some great tools to overcome triggers and become independent of the emotions that fuel them. So, the first tool is recognize the trigger. So, this first step is awareness. Pay attention to what's happening when you feel thrown off course. Is it a stressful day at work, a difficult conversation, a wave of self-doubt, something you heard on the news? Awareness is the first step toward change. So the next tool I want to share with you is my favorite. Take time to tune into yourself. This step is the heart of breaking free from triggers because no one knows you better than you. And like it or not, you are the only one that is there for you 100% of the time. Face it, there's no other person, teacher, book, or text that is constantly with you. So we often look outward for answers, seeking advice from following trends, friends, others' opinions. But the truth is, the most reliable guide is within you. It's your inner voice, your intuition, your unique wisdom. So when a trigger arises, take a moment to pause and check with yourself. Instead of rushing to react or seeking a quick fix, ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Why is this affecting me so deeply? What do I really need in this moment? When the world just seems like a conflicted mess, when you're faced with a difficult situation, take the courage and do what you know is best for you. Trust your answers. Your body, mind, and heart are just constantly communicating with you. And when you take the time to listen, you can uncover just powerful insights about what's driving your triggers and just how to move and glide through them with ease. So tune into yourself by creating space for stillness. Find quiet moments to sit with your thoughts. So this could be during your morning coffee, a walk in nature, or even a few minutes before bed. Silence that external noise and focus on what's happening on the inside. And then practice self compassion. Just be gentle with yourself as you explore your emotions. So instead of judging yourself for feeling triggered, remind yourself that it's okay to feel that way. Emotions are natural, and acknowledging them is part of the healing process. During these times of stillness, visualize the outcome. Imagine what overcoming the trigger looks and feels like. How would your future self handle the situation? Picture yourself just calm and grounded. So, visualization helps rewire your brain to respond differently in similar situations. Trust your inner wisdom. You already have the answers within you. When you tune in, trust what your intuition tells you. For example, if your body craves rest, honor that by taking a nap or time for meditation. And if you feel the need to connect, reach out to a close friend or someone you trust. And also, don't forget to celebrate your small wins. Each time you just successfully tune in and overcome a trigger, celebrate. Recognize the progress you're making, the lesson learned, no matter how small it feels. These victories build confidence and resilience. And most important, love yourself through the triggers. Love yourself enough to trust your instincts. Think about it. When you tune in and ask, how can I overcome this trigger? You're showing up for yourself. You're showing you care and respect yourself. You acknowledge that your emotions matter, but that they don't have to define you or control you. A part of this love is letting go of perfectionism. You don't have to get it right every time. Triggers are just opportunities to learn and grow. When you approach them with curiosity and self compassion, you shift from being reactive to being proactive. So, the next tool I want to share is pause and breathe. When you notice a trigger, pause and just take some big, deep belly breaths. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. And as you inhale, focus on just expanding your belly while keeping your chest still. And then exhale slowly, feeling your belly fall. So, this technique helps to activate the parasympathetic nervous system and promote relaxation. The simple act creates space between the trigger and your reaction. You give yourself time to decide how to respond instead of acting on impulse. So, box breathing, also called four square breathing, is another just powerful technique for managing stress related emotions. So, this method involves inhaling for a count of four, holding the breath for four counts, exhaling for four counts, and then holding the breath out for 4 counts before beginning the cycle again. So let's go ahead and just take a moment to try that. So sit up still and just exhale all the air out from your lungs. And inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. So just continue box breathing a few more rounds until you feel calm and relaxed. So box breathing can be particularly helpful during moments of acute stress or anxiety because it provides just a structure pattern to focus on. So it helps to calm the mind and body. So experiment with these breathing techniques and notice how they bring clarity and calmness, giving you control over your response. Also, meditation is a great tool. And that is why I have published some meditations on YouTube and Spotify. So if you haven't already, please go check those out. So the next tool I want to share with you is name the emotion. So emotions, you see, are the fuel propelling our thoughts most of the time. What are you feeling? Say it out loud or silently in your mind. Just say, I feel frustrated. I feel mad. I feel sad, or I feel anxious. Naming the emotion helps you separate yourself from it. So remember, you are not your emotions. They're just passing experiences. So the fifth tool I'm giving you is reframe the situation. So we often create stories in our minds from bad news or exaggerated thoughts that can just amplify our emotions, making triggers feel just so much more overwhelming. So for example, you might think, the world is falling apart. I'll never be safe. Or I'm never going to reach my goal. Everything is against me. So these dramatic stories often come out of fear or frustration and really are not facts. So when you notice these thoughts creeping in, pause and ask yourself, is this thought 100% true? Or is it just my emotions talking? Challenge the story and look for a more constructive narrative. Instead of, I'll never recover from this setback, reframe it as, this is a tough moment. But many people have faced even tougher challenges before and have came out stronger. If the thought is about something out of your control, remind yourself, there's no sense in worrying about what I can't do anything about, especially if it is happening thousands and thousands miles away. Now, it's good to stay informed, but it's not healthy to stew over things you cannot change. So instead, find the good news in your life. Focus on your community, friends, family, and health. What is going on around you? Ask yourself, what can I do to support them? How can I make a positive difference in my immediate community or circle? For example, instead of worrying about events across the globe, channel that energy into strengthening relationships, volunteering, or really just taking care of your own well-being. Reframing in this way not only shifts your perspective, but just empowers you to take action in a positive way and where it really does matter. It reminds you that while you may not control everything, you do have influence in your own life and the lives of those around you. And that's something to celebrate and build on. So the next tool I want to share with you is understand the root cause. So triggers are often surface level symptoms of deeper issues. Ask yourself, what is really going on here? Why is this particular thing just affecting me so deeply? So for example, is emotional eating about hunger, or is it tied to loneliness or boredom? Maybe that craving for sweets isn't just about wanting sugar. It's about needing comfort after a tough day. Or maybe your anger isn't just about the person you cut off in traffic. It's about just feeling overwhelmed and underappreciated. When you dig deeper and understand the root of the trigger, you will be able to just really address the real issue. So the next tool is create healthy routines and alternatives. So let's talk about independence from triggers. To truly free yourself, you get to take a proactive approach and prevent. This means identifying your triggers in advance and preparing for them. Have routines in place that can help you avoid common triggers. So, for example, if stress leads to overeating, keep healthy snacks on hand and practice stress relief techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or journaling. And if bad news triggers anxiety, limit your exposure to the news. Just focus on what you can control. And how about looking for the good news? And if lack of time makes you skip workouts, plan ahead by scheduling exercise in your calendar and having your gear ready to go in your car. It's ready. And if convenience leads to eating processed junk food and going by drive-throughs, simply plan ahead by prepping healthy snacks and meals in advance. So sometimes the best way to overcome a trigger is to shift your focus. If you're feeling stuck in an emotion, do something that redirects your energy. Replace negative coping mechanisms with positive ones, like take a walk, listen to just uplifting music, drink a glass of water, call a friend. So, movement and connection can help release just pent up feelings and clear your mind. And here's the key: don't wait till you're in the heart of the moment to figure it out. Build systems and habits that support you. So when triggers arise, you already have the tools in place. So the next tool is seek support when needed. You don't have to do this alone. Share your concerns with a trusted friend, coach, or mentor, or please reach out to me for assistance. Sometimes just talking through a trigger can lessen its power. Community, friends, and connection can be powerful tools for really overcoming tough challenges. So I want to leave you with a final thought. Triggers don't have to control you. You are stronger than any emotion or obstacle that comes your way. By tuning into yourself, you're taking steps toward emotional independence. And this doesn't mean shutting off your emotions. It means learning to respond rather than react. It's about knowing that you have the tools and the wisdom to handle the situation. Remember, you are the creator of your own life, and you have the power to shape it into something beautiful. So take a moment this week to reflect on this. What does it mean to truly trust myself? When you trust yourself, you empower yourself to make decisions that align with your goals, values, and desires. You free yourself from being at the mercy of triggers and really become the creator of your own life. So, my friends, this week, I encourage you to take time to tune into yourself. Identify at least just one trigger that's been getting in your way. Make space to listen to that wise voice inside and trust what it tells you. And love yourself for the incredible person that you are. And as always, I'd love to hear how these steps work for you. What are your biggest triggers? Which steps, tools resonate with you the most? Are there any triggers you'd like some assistance with? Let me know. I'm here to support you every step of the way. You can reach out to me by email, radiate.hw@gmail.com, or my website, radiatehealthandwellness.com. Also, connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, or simply leave a message below. And for more tools to assist you on your journey, please check out my books, Discover the Adventure of You and Health Beams. Both are just easily available on Amazon and my website. And if you know someone who could benefit from these actionable steps to overcoming triggers, please share this episode with them. Just a simple act of sharing can offer someone the insight, peace, and transformation they may be seeking. Also, be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Remember, you know yourself better than anyone else. Trust your inner wisdom to guide you. At the end of the day, you are the creator of your own life. You have the power to shape how you respond to challenges, how you care for yourself, and how you show up in the world. So take a deep breath, tune into yourself, Trust that you've got what it takes to handle whatever life throws your way, and radiate health and wellness in all that you do.